Hi everybody. Sorry that I'm sorry. It's just a plant. It's all about the plant. Sorry for being a little late, everyone. Well, of course, a lot of things happen in the house of baby, and you know, when I do the filming, I always just like, man, I feel like the lights can be brighter, so I got an extra light to put it in, and the tripod that's come with it, it's just huge. And I didn't get a chance to really take a look at it yesterday, and I just have to do it today, and I hope it's like right there. Hopefully it stay in put, but if something happen, because the leg is so long, so I have to balance it with the sandbag, and if something happen, please know that I might have to jump off and make sure that the light is not like falling on my head. I miss all of you, yogi and yoginis and the beautiful souls. I mean, the past 2 Saturdays are so crazy. Actually, this week is also not that easy on me neither. And I had a very, like, I had one night that I didn't sleep well, and I battled with it for so long, and I tried to be so good to myself. But that night I said, okay, if you don't want to sleep, just don't. Just do whatever you want. Just be bad and wake up early in the morning and just be tired and don't have energy to handle with your baby. Just go for it. So I was like being a mean mom to myself because being night wasn't helpful. It was not a fun night, but I went through it, and it was very interesting to build a space for this mean, evil, ugly Aphinya, like in the subconsciously, to say it to like myself, and I, flip left and right. I just want to go to sleep because in my head, like, Taya is going to wake up in the morning. I have to make a meal. I have to cook food. Oh my God, please, Aphinya, sleep. And it didn't work. So that's why I posed this class about go with the flow. Okay, I'm going to be mean, sure. This morning was a little crazy. That's why I don't have the word on the wall. Just don't be so worried about it, and just take the flow that is feel like you are not show up the best you can be, just as it is. It's just a lesson to share, a life story to share. You go through that day, and then you luckily wake up another day and say, you know what, I went through it, and maybe have a chance to reflect upon it, of how, at the end of it, how do you deal with it? Do you make enough room for that unpleasant feeling, the evil sides of you, to be in the space as respectfully as when the gentle, sweet, loving sides of you showing up? That's pretty much, to me, like at the end of the day, it's like that, because you have to go back and check in. Am I like healthy? Am I prolonging my life? Am I being a good example for myself and everybody else around me? Because that is a language you talk, even though you're not speaking it out. I learned from my daughter now. She just never learned things from what I say to her, but how I being who I am. And I think we learn from one another like that most of the times. Having said that, close your eyes, please. May your breath be deep. You breathe longer, deeper, but still comfortable and evenly. Each exhale, you sink deeper into your mat, into your seat, into your soul. And you show up fully. You show up wholly. Let flow through our poses, through our emotions, through our thoughts, as it is in the moment. We embrace, we make room, we kind of hug the space. We don't judge, we don't compare. We don't make any comment. We be aware. And we let it be. You relax your jaw a little bit more when you exhale. Your shoulders are relaxed. You feel this pulsation of the breath that expand and soften your torso. You let it be. Bring your lotus flower to your heart center, and may we chant Om 3 times together, please. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. And another deep inhale, please. You bow your head toward your heart. Release your hands, lift your chin, open your eyes. Please come down to your back. And let's stretch long out through the arms and legs. Elongate our spine. Make the legs long, make the arms long. Oh. You rock your hips side to side. And you can chin from there to reaching your left side longer. Oh yeah. And reaching the right side longer. And keep moving back and forth like that, please. I'm like checking my light. Like I really didn't pay attention on where the lights go. Circle your ankles away from one another. change the direction, please. And then you just bend your knee, feet on the floor, hip distance apart, we windshield wiper. Drop the knee side to side. I'm using my hand to massage my face a little bit. That's a good feeling too. Just like going to your skull if you want to do that. Or you just rest your arms wide, palm facing up toward the ceiling, to the floor. That also is a good feeling. Yeah. Waking up the body parts slowly. Then we bring the knees together toward the chest, circle them away, let them meet, bring them back. Let's wake up the hip joints here. And change the direction, please. Go into the happy baby. Extend the arms and the leg up toward the ceiling and we shake the wrist, or you can circle them too. Or do the shaking, or do the combo, and combo. Because when you shake, you can get into your forearms, calf muscles. The wrist many times love, like my wrist love to be circled. Yeah. And the right ankle above the left knee. Now you're not going to use your hand, just straight and bend that left leg for a little bit. Oh, I hear the squirrel. This is a big joy in hip muscles. Just sometimes take a little time. Then next time when your left knee is bent, we're just going to hold it. Hold it further away from your belly. It's going to make the stretch a little less intense. And we're not going to be here long either. Now you can circle your ankles still if you need to do that. Chin side, please. So left ankle is above the right knee. Straight and bend the right leg. And when the right leg's bent next time, just hold the back of the thigh. Use the strap maybe if it feels a little bit too much right now. So make your legs further away from your belly. And just let that heaviness of the bones, the muscles move to the ground. Your shoulder blades is dropping, belly is resting. And then both knees to the chest. We drop the knees side to side. Be careful with my toy. There's a lot of toys here just to make a video, everybody. Yeah. Doesn't feel safe. Keep moving, keep moving. And then you got the knee to the chest. Maybe you can rock side to side again, or you can rock back and forward. Come up to a seated position. Extend your legs in front of you. Check this again. Circle your ankle 3 times, one direction, 3 times the other. And then sit nice and tall. Exhale, extend your spine forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, extend your spine backward. And when we repeat, go back. Remember, you're still warming up right now. Just do it accordingly. Please just listen to your body. Inhale, come up to your seat, and we do feet together, knees apart, Baddha Konasana. Just lift. Carefully opening the legs apart. Like, I am really busy. This morning I didn't get to really drink, circle your spine, eat. Taya has these last two molars coming. She woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I was so surprised. And I was just making up the story. Why did she wake up? What's going on? I think it's her teeth. Okay, don't forget your side stretch. Add it in with breath. Also, I just want to update you that I know that the studio probably will open June 30th, but I probably will wait for 2 to 3 weeks before I go back to the studio, just because, you know, having a baby, it's just, life is different. Like, you take risks a little bit less than when you're single. So I just want Michael to tell me what's going on after that, like opening for 2-3 weeks. Did anybody, get any virus going on at all? So sorry about that, everybody. I miss you, but if Taya gets sick, my life will be tough. So I don't want it to be tougher than what it is. Okie dokie. And then we go into our hands and knees. Yeah, I'm really, my throat is really dry. Take child's pose. One more full breath here. Then hands go to the right. Anchor the fingertips down and press the floor away from you. Or however, I will keep teaching class from home live. So in those 2-3 weeks, if you kind of want to catch up with me, we still do that. Bring your hand back center, up, inhale, cat pose, and arch at the end. Exhale, round the back, go back to your heel, sit down, repeat. Let's warm up the back again and let the wrist also start to kind of waking up and feeling what is coming. So we slowly, gradually put the weight on the wrist this way. And then next inhale, come up onto your hands and knees. We're going to the big circle. Change direction, please. back center and thread your right hand under. I'm going to turn down the monitor. It's a little bit, I can hear. Yeah, it's much better. Thread the needle here. Remember that your left hand is free. That is your. See where you want to place it. That is safe or playful. But I think at the end of it, it's like you are supported and honor your body. And you flow with the signal you receive from within yourself. Like, and we're just going to change to the other side, please. Thread the needle, left hand's under. Something still poking me. Just wonder what it is. And come away from it. Step your right leg forward, pivot to the left. We're going to Pasarita. Now, hold your elbow if you feel like it. You can walk your hand to the left, stretch the right side. Walk both hands to the right, stretch the left side. You can dig yourself under. You can bend your knees deep. You can do skandasans, like you can twist the body. You combine any of those or anything else, right? Anything else that's work with the body. We probably will hit this leg wide spread again on the other side. Go into our legs muscle, the calf, hamstring, adductor. Turn toward the front of the mat. Now we're going to get the back knee to the floor. Point your right toe a little bit diagonal to the right. Stay on the little toe side edge of the foot. Now, I'm not on my back knee yet, am I? Open your right knee to the right. Remember, hips back, chest forward. Oh, yeah. That IT band, I feel it. Keep breathing. Remember, the more you go down, the more your knee's going to open. It's going to stop at some point. I don't think the knee will be able to come to the floor completely. Spine elongate front and back. Spread that front toes. Oh, do you hear the cat? They're fighting. And come up, straight your right leg. Should I go check them? Keep you on there. Now Lucy, my landlord dog, is barking because of that. It's so cool. And then inhale, move up and away from that stretching. We do standing split just quickly to opening the hip, and then we cross the left leg behind the right leg. Cross leg Uttanasana, and you bow down. Remember the option that you have, you can get your body side to side. You can get your hands off the floor. If you love to get that shoulder blades to draw toward one another, and you get into that cobra.
action, which means you opening the heart, but our body is bowed toward ourselves. You can interlate the hand behind the back to do that. Some of us round a lot during the day because of the job, like your shoulders are round forward. So taking them backward and together more frequently will help to balance the muscles. Oh, this is really intense. Yeah. And inhale, move up and away from the stretch, knees bent. We step the left leg back. We're going to kick the right leg back and up, opening the hips, bend the knee. And then kick it to the left. Extend the legs, square the hip, come forward to plank, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. And let's move with breath with these two poses, please. Now you go as far as, forward. When you go to plank, you listen to your wrist. And every time when you take plank, you can go gradually deeper to flex your wrist joint that way. Like you don't need to go full plank right away if your wrists are not ready. We still use this for warming up for that reason, so we're not hurting ourselves. Give me one more plank and one more down dog, please. Then you're going to come down onto your knees and we're going to go to the floor with chaturanga, knees on the ground. And then we extend the right hand to the right, like just opening the shoulders with the floor here. Oh, yeah. Other side, please. Can I get you back with one hand to where you came from? No. And carefully roll down onto your belly and your chest, please. Now the next one, can you put your hands in Sphinx pose? So your elbow underneath the shoulders, palm facing down. Feet up toward the ceiling. Okay. So what you are going to do is we're going to do a easier version of Chaturanga Dandasana from the ground up. So when you're ready, you push down to your elbow and your knee, and then you lift your core off on the floor just a little bit. So don't come too high. Yeah. And go down. And then lift and go down. Lift and go down. And then lift and go down. Last one. And come down. Then we straighten the leg. Now tuck your toes under. We're going to repeat the same thing, but now with the straight leg. So you kind of push your elbow down, hug them toward one another, course in, lift, and then slowly come down. Mindful, lift, slowly come down. Lift, slowly come down. It's going to do the last one. Be careful with the lower back, please. Lift, hold, breathe. And come back down. Stack the hand, rest your forehead on it, and rock the hips side to side. And then you come up onto your hands and knee. Now I'm gonna ask you to step your right foot forward again. Right. And pivot to the left. So we go to the same size, but I'm gonna take you to the back of the mat so it's still facing forward here. So we are in the Pasarita setup once again, which is if you want to repeat what you did on the first side, do, or you go somewhere else first and maybe combine with some of the poses on the first side if that feels right. You know, you have this option to test your headstand. If you have a strong headstand, it's just not that. And your body is ready, it's just easy to go up. Well, yeah, that is my body anyway. I don't mean that every one of you has to do it. Please, don't kill yourself. I want to see you in person. Okay, from here. Goddess is there, right? We can add the goddess twist. And then from here, now we're going to turn toward the back of the mat and we're going to do this hip stretch. By diagonal, the left foot to the left and land on the little toe side edge of it. Bend at your knee, let your knee point to the left and you get your right knee to the floor, hips back, chest forward. Oh yeah. Slowly go down to the ground with the chest. Let you move your arm accordingly, take them wherever that you are supporting yourself well. You don't round your shoulders so much, you're not tightening up your jaw so intensely. Then inhale, move up and away from your left leg. We go into our runner stretch, please. Hamstring stretch. Stretch your left leg. With the spine nice and long, each exhale is to go down toward the floor. And you just keep coming back into this moment. And whatever that show up physically, mentally, emotionally, you let them have that space. The space that you're not judging, you're not telling yourself that you're bad. You're not telling yourself that you're super good, you just let it be neutral. I believe at the balance point, just there. And then move up and away from the stretch. We're going to get the weight onto the left leg, so we can kick the right leg up with the hips opening. Just move the hip joints a little bit. And then cross the right leg behind the left leg. And bow forward. With wherever your arms want to go. Turn your body side to side. It's a good thing to do too. I'm going to drink some more tea because I feel very. It doesn't go down the throat yet. And inhale, move up and away from the stretch, bend your knee. Step your right leg back. We're going to go three-legged dog with your left leg. Kick back and up, opening the hips, bend the knee. Kick it to the right. Extend your left leg straight, square the hip toward the floor. Come forward to plank. Inhale, move with breath again. Exhale, downward facing dog, please. The wrist is so small, better really warming up them well. Last one. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Step up your left leg forward, pivot to the right, come back to Pasarita Padottanasana, please. Let's twist a little bit here, left ankle outside of your left ankle. Left hand go to the outside of your right ankle, and twist. Pull yourself toward your right leg. Extend your right hip back. Okay. Maybe left arms go up toward the ceiling. Oh, my body feel really open. Which means the warm up work. Other side, please. Turn back toward the front of the mat. Get your left knee to the floor. Come upright with your trunk. Bend the knee. Hold the foot with the hand. Roll your tailbone out. Lift your heart up. Your right hand, it's free. You can just go, achoo, achoo, achoo. Wherever really. Tailbone down, ribs is in, heart is open, sternum is just open, shoulder blades together. Don't forget the length of your neck. Grow your spine long. And exhale, get your left hand down. You're twisting. Left knee come off the floor. Turn your chest to the right. Shoulder blades together. Right arm maybe up. Belly go to the floor or go alongside the ear. Get your right hand onto your hip first and you look down. Now you can stay twisted right here. We're going to do side plank and your left side and your left hand and your left knee is already there. Right? Or come down to your forearms or get your left knee to the floor, right leg back. Quick, push your weight back, 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 back. Remember you can float your right leg off the floor if you have to. And exhale, we're going to go toward the floor. Right leg step forward. We go into our listed pose, please. Remember your option with the back leg, knee come to the ground. Spine long, flowing with breath. One moment at a time. Like stay here. Pyramid pose, both legs straight. Square the hip bottom. Stand a little shorter. Head hang deep. Left leg forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, back. 2 more breaths, please. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Last one, we're going to step back to downward facing dog. Exhale. And then we put plank. Inhale. Your Chaturanga Dandasana with the knees off. Foot on the floor is here. We do back bend for 5 breaths. So pick what works, okay? I'm going to go with what is it? Locust pose. It's a Lambasana. Your arm can go wide. You can take cobra. So fin pose is good. Just get that heart opening. Now we work the back muscle differently. So we give them a little time to kind of get used to this. The internet just got cut off.
I was trying to do kind of
Okay, cool. But I'm wondering.
You're back.
Oh, Lauren.
We'll get up from the camera.
Hello, everyone.
Gosh.
I'm coming directly to you.
Lauren, thank you for shout out to me so quickly. I think the internet just got cut off, so the video just like stopped. Well, please keep doing that, everyone, if you can. Is it running? If you can, like, know for sure that it just something go wrong, okay? Jeff has the phone and we work our way in. So I don't know where did I lost you, but come down to your belly. And we go into our dolphin pose, okay? Now you can interlace your hand behind your back. You can interlace your hand in front of you, or you don't even have to interlace your finger because, you know, they pressing on top of one another. Some of you don't like it. You can just like make a fist and press it side by side, or you can do hands in prayer, but be creative. Or palm facing down or blocks, which is I love so much at the beginning of my like dolphin stretch because I'm older and my body is getting tighter and have the support is really helpful. And we're gonna stay in the pose 7 breath, okay? And your job is just to get the maximum stretch the best you can from opening the heart by pushing your chest toward your feet, by pressing the heels down to the floor to stretch the calf and your hamstrings more. Those are going to get more intense in this pose. And then we come on to, well, forearm plank pose, please. And come down to your knees and go back down to your belly. Stack the hand, rest your forehead on it and breathe. Come up onto your hands and knees, so we're gonna go into all 4. And we get the left leg lift, right arms lift. Inhale, opening to the side. Exhale, back center. Inhale beneath the belly. Exhale, extend. 2 more in each direction, please. And then you land your right hands down. We keep the right leg lifting. Turn your body to the left, and we're gonna do easy sugarcane pose. Bend your right knee. Hold the foot with your left hand. Is that right? No, bend your left knee. Hold the foot with your left hand. I'm still kind of worried about that video thing. Sorry. And then we just curl the back carefully. Course. Next. Long spine. And then slowly extend your left arms and left leg away from one another. Facing the ground, step your left leg forward, warrior 3. Again, we're going to visit that shortly. It'll feel a little bit easier than the first time. For me, warrior 2. Extend side angle pose, please. And then we go one more time, runner stretch. Or hit your Hanumanasana
Okay? Now that is actually a good thing. If your video freeze, just assume that something wrong on my side first and text me. To see if that's the case. And Jeff will kind of warn me about that. My phone is with him because we need to use it for Taya. But we're going to try to be quick to get back on the internet, hopefully. If your Hanumanasana is not so deep and you can like deep enough to sit on the block, that's a good trick to really help to get into the stretch. So carefully come out from that runner stretch or Hanumanasana and go three-legged dog, please. Kick your left leg back and up, opening the hips, bend the knee, kick it to the right. Push your chest back. Then extend the leg, square the hip. Transfer your weight to your left hand and push your weight back toward your right foot. Get your right hands off the floor. And then left leg forward, pigeon pose. And we're going to get into your pigeon. Let me go around and see what's going on with the video. I'm going to come and join you soon. Stay in the pose. Deep breath. I have to think quick. Okay. Breathe. That's a good practice for us to be in the flow. Yeah. Right. Be in the flow. Know that you can reach me, like some of you can call, some of you reach me on Facebook messages, some of you can text. Then you're going to move up and away from the pigeon and sit down. Please kick your left leg straight. We're going to get the right leg cross over the left leg. Okay. And then we are twist to the right. Inhale, spine nice and lengthen. Exhale, twist. Remember to not allow the belly to move with the chest. Belly is go forward. Daddy, can you just tell them that the video is running?
Good. Your signal just reached Pakistan.
Inhale, turn forward. Okay, now we get the right leg straight. So is he coming back and left ankle above the right knee? So we're going to go into the pigeon stretch on the left side again now. This time we are sitting. Okay, so you drag your right leg in. Heart go up to the sky. Just know that the closer that chin to the chest, the more stretch you are going to feel. Feel.
Hey, and welcome Nazia back.
Hi, Nazia. Welcome. Come back. When you sit like this, be careful to, I want your chin to come to the chest, not the chin forward, okay? The chin, not the chin. And then exhale, you relax. Now we got into a baby cradle sitting right here. Now, I just want to open the floor for any one of you who want to play or just not, and you can just do it right here. You can try to get into half lotus pose and bow forward, right? Or strap. Or you can go into this sandai. I actually have to bend the bottom knee for doing it. It just helps the foundation to be much more solid and get that left leg up. Now, any one of you don't want to go that far, and you can do this kicking, right? See how open your hip is. Or we can go into the floor and we do this baby cradle. There. And then you can kick your left leg to the left. I hope I give something for everybody, because that kicking also, even though it's an adductor muscle, it still requires that big hip opening, and the more hip opening you open, the more hip opening is open, the more we might be able to get that leg kick closer to our ear, because some of you, when you're tired, is like very far away from that. But please, wherever it landed, just be happy or accept it. Yeah. And when you're done playing these poses, just come out from it by sitting and legs in front of you. Just shake the legs. Let's make room for our friends. And I'm going to revisit our rocking body front and back, okay? Go as deep as you can. So we roll back first. Forward. Backward. Forward. Exhale back. Exhale forward. Now inhale, come up and away, and we're going to rock back, and we're going to hold. So find a sweet spot that you're not going to hurt your lower back so badly, okay? Just want to use your core. If your lower back took over and you start to hurting it, please don't do that. Come off a little bit. The length of the holding, it will help strengthening that muscle, so it just don't worry how low you are close to the floor. Just find that sweet spot that you're strengthening yourself, not hurting yourself. And inhale, come up, and we go into our Paschimottanasana. Use a strap if you need it. Relax. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulder. Let it go. Well, but if you use a strap, you can't. You definitely can. Just make it firm, not tense, okay? But you can relax your jaw. Relax your eyes. Relax your cheeks. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Now we're going to slowly, gradually get ourselves to the hands and knees. Keep your knees together, drop your hips side to side, and I'm going to get you into the second side of all of these poses if I remember every single one of them. If I miss some, I am sorry ahead of time. Come back up center. Knee hip distance apart. We go right leg lift, left arm lift off the floor, extend them, and then inhale, opening them to the side. Exhale, back center. Inhale beneath the belly. Exhale, back center. 2 more. And then left hand down, right leg still lifting, opening your body to the right side of the room. Use your right hand to hold the foot. And we do Shuka Ken pose. Easy back bend here. Ease yourself into the pose. Each exhale is you are easing into the depth of your back bend, right? Last one. And then extend the arms and the legs away from one another, facing the floor with the chest. Right leg forward, warrior 3. Warrior 2. I actually can do that warrior 3 on that side longer for sure. Oh. Extend side ankle pose. Exhale to the floor, runner stretch, or Hanumanasana, please. If you remember the trick I share with you for so long now, if you want to get more out from the muscles a little quicker, use that inner spiral to like kind of expand your adductor muscles. You move your hip to the right, and you inhale, and when you exhale, you kind of relax just a little bit. And you repeat that. And then when you feel like, okay, I am going to try the pose, and you get into the depth of the pose. We try to keep the hips as square forward as we can. Root the tailbone down. Three-legged dog with your right leg kicked back and up, please. Opening the hips, bend the knee, kick it to the left. Put your chest back. Extend the legs, square the hip. Now shift your weight to your right hand, lift your left hand mindfully off the floor, slowly, gradually. If you're stable, you can move your left hand toward your left ankle. You can even go into your sacrum. No tension in your jaw. Please don't gripping your teeth. Don't bite them. And then pigeon pose, right leg forward. You need to check the time as you can. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Take a seat into your right seat and swing your legs in front of you. And we're going to cross the left leg over, right, and you twist to the left, please. You know what I'm going to do? Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twisting. Right now, I'm filming, and I actually turn my camera away from me. I mean the phone screen. So I film it from the back of it. But as we know that you can take a photo from the front, so which means I can film it from the front as well. I'm going to do that so every time when I'm facing the screen, then I can see what's going on, because when the screen turns black, it means that the internet is off. And facing forward, and your left leg straight, right ankle above the left knee, and carefully we get into the pigeon stretch again, please, while we're sitting. If you want to go back
go down to your back and stretch that way instead because you're really tight. Please go for it. What do you think? I think that will be a good option. It's going to be a good thing because I kind of look toward you anyway. So when I turn this way, I can see myself. And if myself is not there, I can run into the screen and fix it. But right now, I don't know what's going on. I just hope everything works. With your help. We almost done, everybody. And carefully extend your left leg. Now, this is options, right? You go happy baby on your back and kick your leg to the left. You can do the sitting and you do maybe half lotus pose, bow forward. You can go into full lotus pose as well. Or you go into get your right leg over your shoulder and you do sandai, kicking to the side, right? You want to go crazier because you can today. You are nice and strong. Then you can get into Astravakasana. It means your handstand, your arm balance poses, and you can shift from that to Ekapada Kalindasana too if you want to. Please don't tell me to show you all of that because I don't think my body is ready for that on this side anyway. Yeah, my right side is a little bit too, it's tighter than the left. For some reason, I feel like bowing, it feels right. So honor your body.